You walk into a shop to buy biscuits, spices, maybe some sauce for your chips, and the next thing you see online is a warehouse inspection video that looks like the set of a horror movie. Dirty machines, food ingredients next to chemicals, workers operating in terrible conditions, and people online shouting, "What exactly are we eating?" South Africa, the internet has been on fire. Videos have been circulating online showing inspections of alleged illegal food production warehouses linked to foreign-owned businesses, and the reactions from South Africans have been intense. Some people are angry, some are shocked, some are saying, "We've been warning people for years," and others are saying, "Hold on, don't generalize entire communities because of a few bad acts." And honestly, this conversation is bigger than biscuits and peri-peri sauce. It touches on public health, illegal businesses, immigration, unemployment, food safety, and even the economy itself. But before we break it down, let's listen to what the people had to say. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Now let's get back to the video.
So news reaching my table is letting me know that Somalians in South Africa tends to supply expired food products to the masses. You know, this is actually heartbreaking that many people, what people does for the money. You want to go far to make sure that you give your fellow human being a very bad food, a very spoiled food item, just because you want to make money. What kind of money are you looking for, bro? What kind of money do you want? Or what kind of money are you anticipating? That the least you can think of is to supply a wrong food. And most of the times, the food supply chain is not even being suspected or screened by the authorities in charge of food products coming into South Africa and circulating in South Africa. And please, some of you guys who sells these foods or food products must learn not to store this food near pesticides and counterfeit products. You cannot keep doing this to other people, whether it's Somalia, every other African country doing this. Not good. You can't keep on doing this. You can't. Guys, people are just, I don't know.
Here, as we walk further into the warehouse, you can see some of the flour and some of the ingredients that were used to make the food. As you come in over here, you can see we've got cornstarch. This is the start of the conveyor belt line. There are a lot of health inspectors inside here, making sure that they collect all the samples that they can. As we go further into the warehouse, over here to the left, you guys can see all the crates of biscuits that were found here. These biscuits were getting ready to be put into packaging over here. You'll see they have a scale here where they weigh the biscuits. Over here is a table with a lot more biscuits and fans to help the biscuits set. As we go further in, you'll see over here we've got some industrial baking trays. These obviously go into those ovens over there. Some more industrial equipment over here. And then we've got some more ingredients here. And tables where they prepare the batter for the biscuits. And then they hoy that into the oven over here. Some nice industrial ovens. So as you guys can see why the health department is here. There are no health standards. We've got a shoe over here laying next to the biscuits. As I go onto this side, you'll see this is the sugar that they use. They've got brown sugar here. We've got the packaging that they'll use once they're done, because this is where the sauce is made as well. These are some more industrial sauce machines. You can see over here we've got some empty packets where all the ingredients were. We've got onions, garlic, and that's obviously being added into the peri-peri sauce in this nice industrial machine over here. And like I say, you guys can see absolutely no regard to health. These are some of the bigger machines over here. If you look on the inside there, Some are emptier because they've already filled bottles up. Over here, another machine that they use to fill the bottles up. As you guys can see what they look like inside. And I can guarantee these things haven't been cleaned, guys. Look at the edges of this thing. Look what it looks like. That's not all, guys. That's not all. So over here to our left, this is where the vinegar, imitation vinegar, is made. We got some black vinegar over there. See, we got stools over there where the workers sit for the tables. These are the little drums that they're making these things in. And then they're obviously pouring it out and packaging it here. The worst part of it all is that the conditions that these people here have to deal with, the workers themselves, guys. So I'm gonna take you into the bathroom. This is the bathroom that the workers have to use. It's absolutely appalling that people are still made to live under these conditions.
Don't let dog food. Dog food. Dog food. Then it is the sausage, no? Sausage. Yeah, yes, it's called me Jonga, you haven't done that. What are is fixed? Is what is the range? Come and see. You see? Come this side. This is where they mix. Look at the spices.
People.
You see? Sure. And then the final product. Look at this.
Sausages. Yeah, Somalia.
Can't check here the spice. You see the spice that they're using.
Wow. Asivalele futhi apha sana ingathi kuhlali bantu.
Don't let dog food. Dog food. Dog food. Then it is the sausage, no?
Sausage.
Yeah,
Yes, it's called me
Jonga. Come and see. Jonga, you haven't done that. What are is fixed? Is what is the range? Come and see. You see? Come this side. This is where they mix. Look at the spices.
People.
You see?
Sure.
And then the final product. Look at this.
Sausages. Yeah, Somalia.
Can't check here the spice. You see the spice that they're using.
Wow. Asivalele futhi apha sana ingathi kuhlali bantu.
Yeah, finish those. Move. Eat them. Eat those snakes. Eat them, all of them. Take. Taste your own medicine.
You don't want now.
You full of shit, Lou.
Dilo tse ino di disconnect lines tseo thapo tseo before di kgotsa mathata mo shopong. Ro bribe maphodisa ra patala tax ka mo. Yo, oh waleni. Chopa sa senza le di tatedisa le di lati. Yo. Ke ra le health inspector tsana di tla mazanga re di pha di nyaka di cold drink di in east. Health inspector. Wala pala, ito sa puluso. Yo. Wa ibla lo tsi serang za mo tsala makhamisa le bweng a ke fedi le metse lena lo tseke le sala morao
a o rutwa rutsa lo eno le betsi o boletse
kwa ka vele le bano no sna ro ka ka sauna na ba re ko sana e tla be se la mathomo mo tsofeta go o fitlha go extension 4 ke bo wa lona le mpuisa momo go hamo jo Who's man? Apa no maybe get a joke. O got let's off phonella. No, but Bargaman won't pay you. Bargaman Parane. Eh, you go there. Bargaman. Mutisha Razanga Tazam Chinimuna. Kilelena. Mutis. Namela create the bro. Osa sinya di. I not have. Mara I get. No, say you speak. Yeah, follow. One sinya follow. Follow mo.
Yeah.
Follow speak. Yeah,
stand for.
Go offer I create guys. So na kana sa siya mo lo ko nun twi. Nami.
Halin na gitsi ba ibona halin mat. Sedi bona na gitsi big zabo fa. Sabu di mai bona.
Ding.
Saying to all of us here, we can blame the police there, we can blame the government over there, but we are also the problem. Stop supporting their businesses. Did you see them laughing at you when you were coming here? They're laughing because they think we are a joke. That's how they think of us. They think of us as a joke. Because we take our money and we give it to them. They take their money, they send it to Somalia and Ethiopia. And then you cry that the economy is not growing. How is the economy going to grow if the money that belongs to this country is in Somalia? The time you are taking out 50 rand, you are creating unemployment for a South African. The time you go and you buy in the shop, guys, I don't care even if it means you will never buy in the local tuck shop ever again. You will go buy groceries in bulk. Every time you need something, buy it in bulk and leave it. Do not go to their tuck shops. Because people are dying there. They're starting these Spaza shop mafias, killing South Africans because they want to dominate that market. They want your money. It's you who are buying from them.
So right there's a South African freedom fighter, Jacinta Zuma, who is literally advising South Africans, literally it's an advice, right? She's advising South Africans to stop buying from Spaza shops of illegal foreigners, especially those from Somalia and Ethiopia. I mean, based on the examples that she quoted. Mainly because of the fact that South Africans are complaining that this set of people are causing so much harm to the South African youthful population and even the old population. Because I saw some time ago where she stipulated that there are so many fake products that are being sold, in these Spaza shops. There are so many expired products that are being sold in these Spaza shops, and these are very detrimental to the health of South Africans. I mean, to the human health in general. So right now, she's saying that the more South Africans purchase from these people, the more they are empowering them and the more they are going to stay in South Africa. So if they stop buying from these people, then they will definitely run out of their funds and then they're going to leave. So it's so unfortunate that this is going on. And yeah, so what are your thoughts about this, guys? I want to get your take in the comment section.
Now before we continue, let's make something very clear. Not every Somali, Ethiopian, or foreign shop owner is involved in illegal activity. There are thousands of hard-working immigrants running legitimate businesses across South Africa. This video is specifically about the allegations and concerns raised in the viral clips and what the people in those videos were saying. Because online? People were not holding back. One of the most viral moments came from a woman identified online as Jacinta Zuma, who passionately told South Africans to stop supporting shops that are allegedly selling unsafe or counterfeit products. According to her argument, South Africans are unknowingly funding businesses that may not follow proper health regulations while local communities continue struggling with unemployment and poverty. And then the inspection footage started making people even more emotional. The videos allegedly showed warehouses producing biscuits, sauces, spices, and other food items in what many viewers described as disgusting conditions. You could see industrial ovens, flour, sugar, spices, packaging machines, and conveyor belts, but what caught people's attention was the lack of cleanliness. At one point, viewers noticed shoes lying near food products. Another clip showed dirty machinery with visible residue on the edges. There were also claims about imitation vinegar production and poor storage conditions for ingredients. And social media detectives? They immediately graduated from the University of WhatsApp investigations. People were zooming in on spice containers like CSI Johannesburg. Enhance the image. Look at the corner there. Chief, is that flour or cement? South Africans online were absolutely cooking these videos. No pun intended. But jokes aside, food safety is not something to laugh about. If any business, whether owned by South Africans or foreigners, is producing food in unsafe conditions, authorities absolutely need to investigate and act. Public health regulations exist for a reason. Food contamination can seriously harm people, especially children and elderly citizens. That's the real issue here. Not nationality. Not xenophobia. Safety. Because unsafe food does not care what language you speak. Now another part of the viral debate focused on economics. Some people argued that money spent in foreign-owned shops leaves South Africa because owners send profits back home to countries like Somalia or Ethiopia. Others pushed back against this argument, saying immigrants also contribute to the economy through rent, transport, wholesalers, taxes on certain goods, and employment opportunities. And this is where the conversation becomes complicated. Because South Africa's Spaza shop economy has become highly competitive over the years. Many foreign-owned shops are known for cheaper prices, bulk buying strategies, and longer operating hours. Some South Africans admire the business discipline. Others feel local traders have been pushed out unfairly. It's a very emotional topic, especially when unemployment is already extremely high. Now let's talk about something important that often gets ignored in these debates. Illegal operations are illegal regardless of who runs them. If a South African-owned business is caught selling expired products, fake goods, or unsafe food, people would also demand action. The law should apply equally to everyone. That's the part many people online agree on. What also shocked viewers was the condition of the workers shown in some clips. The bathrooms looked terrible. The workspaces appeared overcrowded. And many commenters pointed out that workers themselves might also be victims of exploitation. Because sometimes these illegal operations don't just endanger customers, they also put employees at risk. Now, of course, social media being social media, some people took things way too far. There were comments attacking entire nationalities, making dangerous generalizations, and spreading anger everywhere. And that's where we need to be careful. Criticizing illegal activity is one thing. Blaming millions of people because of a few viral videos is another thing entirely. South Africa already has a history of xenophobic violence, and irresponsible statements online can quickly inflame tensions. So while people absolutely have the right to demand safe food and proper law enforcement, it's important not to spread hatred against entire communities. At the end of the day, this situation raises important questions. Are inspections happening regularly enough? Are counterfeit goods entering the market too easily? Are authorities doing enough to protect consumers? And are South Africans becoming too dependent on cheap products without asking where they come from? Because let's be honest, sometimes we see a packet of chips for R5 and suddenly we forget to ask questions. South Africans love a bargain. If someone sold a TV for the price of 2 quotas, some people would say, don't ask questions. Just load it in the car. But health standards matter. Food. Safety matters. And accountability matters. So whether these businesses are owned by South Africans, Somalians, Ethiopians, Pakistanis, Zimbabweans, or anyone else, the rules should be the same for everybody. Safe products. Clean environments. Legal operations. That's all people want. But now the big question is this: do you think South African authorities are doing enough to regulate food safety and illegal businesses, or has the problem become too big to control? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section.